Hey, come on in, y'all. Let's chill out. Let's get all the amenities vibed up and thing because we're gonna watch 5 scary ghost videos to confront your absolute terrors. So I guess this is supposed to be, a banging fright fest thing, you know what I mean? So go ahead and subscribe so you can get more of this kind of stuff. And let's go ahead and get into this video.
Cat senses. On May the 9th of 2025, a security camera outside someone's home captured something very strange. It's 4:57 a.m. and a cat can be seen outside the house. When all of a sudden something catches its attention. Watch closely.
Kitty saw something. Kitty saw something. It's like, what is going on here? I shall investigate. Ooh. Ooh. Kitty was like,
The cat sees something that makes it move closer to the gate. Then out of nowhere, the gate opens on its own, completely scaring the cat away. Then a creepy, unexplained growl-like sound is heard. And at the exact same time, an orb flies past towards the gate. The owner of the video states that the gate is very stiff and doesn't open easily without being forced open. She believes the property may be haunted, and the cat seemed to notice something too. But until further updates, this one remains a mystery. Night drive.
okay, 2 things for this, okay? You notice the cat ran. It's only humans that walks up and go, hello, hello. You know this cat, that cat was out today. That's one. And number two, cats are usually easily spooked. I don't know if it's because they have the 6 cent, 7 cent, 10 cent sense or what it is, but they're easily spooked. Your cat will be just sitting there, cleaning itself, and then it'll just go back cleaning itself. You know what I mean? They're easily spooked, and when that cat gets spooked, it like tosses itself all over the place and all of that. That's why we should pay attention when a cat gets spooked because there's something there. You know what I'm saying?
A man named Leroy Perez was driving down the motorway late one night somewhere in Ecuador, along with his family. At some point during the drive, a truck passes in front of them and they notice what looks like something disturbing coming from within the back of the truck. So they decide to follow it for a while. Take a look.
Pero borra eso porque va a salir todos los comentarios que le diga a madre. Después los online van a ir.
Sí, sí se ve,
ahí se ve, ahí se ve, ahí se ve.
Ahí estamos viendo, aquí en la carretera Naranjal, unos niños, una sombra. No hay gente ahí, mi gente, créame. Estamos totalmente sorprendidos y asustados al mismo tiempo. Estoy viajando con mi familia. Se ven unos niños que juegan en un carro que está totalmente vacío en la parte de atrás. Es algo increíble. Tenemos el miedo total aquí en el carro, pero en el nombre de Cristo no va a pasar nada. Ya mismo comienzan a jugar, comienzan a tirarse del carro. Las sombras se tiran del carro. Es algo sorprendente, algo de no creer.
The man follows the truck and notices what looks like kids moving around in the back of the truck. After following them for a while, the man starts to believe these aren't real kids, based on how the figures look, as they seem to just be dark silhouettes. Could this be similar to the case in Georgia where a man followed a suspicious truck and ended up saving lives? Or is it something paranormal? Or maybe something else entirely? Let me know. In another video...
Okay. This is South America. It's dark. There's no street lights. All it's got pointed to them is the bright lights, right? It's not uncommon for kids to be in the back of a truck like that in South America. It's not uncommon. I used to ride in trucks like that all the time. My uncle had a flatbed, and he used to have a trailer on the back of it that didn't have anything, and I used to just sit on the back of it there, You know, me and my brother, sometimes my cousins were there. We just sit there and go places at night, during the day. That kind of stuff is normal in South America. You know what I'm saying? Now, the fact that they were moving kind of funny and they look like dark shadows, which that could just be lighting, but there's nothing unusual about kids being in the back of a truck in South America, the Caribbean, and Africa and stuff like that. It's against the law in America, but that's nothing, you know, in third world countries. Kids are
Couple
always in the
living in
back of trucks.
California was on their way to a concert in Santa Cruz late at night. They had a fun time enjoying the performance from their
It's kind
favorite
of scary
band.
looking.
It wasn't till around 12:30 a.m. on the way home that something creepy happened. While driving downhill on a dark road known as Highway 17, also referred to as Killer 17, due to the fact that many accidents occur here, something catches them off guard and it's all caught on their vehicle's dashcam. Watch closely.
So, yeah.
You look 35, you're fucking high. Or look at it. You okay? Someone was in the middle of the fucking road.
The couple were completely terrified by the sudden sighting of a figure in the middle of the road. After a closer look as they approach, you still can't make out a figure on the road. It's as if the person appears out of nowhere, right by the car last
Right by
second,
the bumper
causing a
car.
near miss, and catching the driver off guard. The figure seems to just be standing there, but as the car passes by it, the rear view camera captures something entirely different.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm running on the gas right now. So, yeah.
You look 35, you're fucking high. Or look at it. You okay? Someone was in the middle of the fucking road.
On the rearview dashcam, nothing out of the ordinary is seen. This left the couple deeply unsettled, unable to comprehend what they just witnessed. The front dashcam clearly shows someone or something appear beside the car on the road. But as the car passes the figure, it doesn't appear on the rear dashcam. At first, they thought it was just dark and someone was standing on the middle of the road. But after what they saw on the dashcam, they aren't so convinced anymore, especially considering that this highway is notorious for accidents. They believe they may have seen a ghost. Luckily, Sabi was able to maintain composure after the sudden shock and didn't swerve off. Otherwise, this could have been a complete disaster.
No. No, Ghost. Ghost, let me ask you a question. You perish on that highway, and you probably perished because one of your buddies stand in the way, and you know this, and you're gonna stand in the bumble cloud way of those people again? Come on now, what kind of cruelty is that? That's like a woman who is married, and her husband cheats, so then she goes and she cheats with a married man. You know, same kind of vibe. Oh, look, you know, I had an accident here, I passed on. You know, the accident I had is because I saw a ghost. So I'm gonna be a ghost and do the same thing to somebody else. What kind of vibe is that, huh? Come on now. Come on now. Where's the human in you?
The school. The following video comes from a man named Mike who discovered an abandoned elementary school surrounded by trees and located some distance away from any other buildings. Mike had heard rumors of the place being haunted, and after setting out to find the location, he gets the brave idea to explore the place alone, and immediately after arriving, he starts to feel like he's being watched. Watch closely.
There's a human living in that bad boy. I mean, that place look all nice and peaceful and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If I was homeless, I'd probably try to make a place to stay in there. Look at it, you know? Looks like they keep the grass up. You know, it doesn't look too bad. See, there's clothes there. It's up on the ground. Somebody's living in that bad boy. dying to go in there, ain't he? And he did. Well, I would never go to a place like that by myself. I'm sorry. I'm 7 feet tall.
As Mike first surveys the surrounding area, he comes across some uniforms laying around, as if some students left in a hurry. And as he first enters the building, it's clear that it's been abandoned for some time now, with some parts even being vandalized over time. Despite the creepy signs, Mike doesn't waver and decides to head further inside.
Nothing creepy about that let yet. A rocking chair. Don't even have a flashlight or nothing. It's already dark outside. Brave dude, you know, just like tap, 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 missing person. Oh. Oh, no, that's creepy. Why is there a missing, See, that's that somebody's been in there. There's no way, as long as that school has been abandoned, that you have perfectly, you know it's got to be get wet or something. Yeah.
The place looks very creepy at first glance, and it's now getting dark outside, but he keeps exploring. As he goes deeper inside, we can see what appears to be missing person signs on the floor, and a kid's drawing of what looks like two people hiding up in the trees from someone down below, and another drawing of a very tall figure. However, Mike keeps going further, and this is when things take a horrifying turn.
Slender Man is in the place now.
Strange voices and distorted sounds start to be heard, scaring Mike, causing him to wait in a corner momentarily until it goes away. Mike starts to wonder if he should just get out of there,
Sounds like
after an
electronic
unsettling
voices.
feeling starts to overwhelm him. Yet he perseveres and continues, only to see something truly horrifying.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, the principal is coming for you. Run, Mike, run. What's the question?
The same creepy, distorted voice is heard, only
Doesn't
this
like
time
it.
much closer. And when Mike peeks around the corner, he sees two tall, dark shadow figures standing at the end of the hallway facing each other. Mike is immediately overcome with fear and turns to run out of there without hesitation, quickly climbing out of the window and running out of there. The figures look to be facing each other, and Mike believes that the distorted voices was coming from the two shadow figures, somehow communicating with each other, which sounds terrifying. The shadow also resembles that tall dark figure in the drawing,
Slender
and the
Man
other
on the
drawing
scene.
where they were hiding in the trees from something. Could this be what the kids were referring to? Perhaps the school has been haunted for a very long time. Either way, Mike was so terrified he never set foot near this school ever again.
It
and
shouldn't be there in the
says that he
first
still
place.
hears the distorted voices till this day.
Yeah.
The mystery box.
Them bad boys went home with them. They're watching you. They're making sure you ain't coming back to their abode. Come on, man. No, listen. If you're gonna do something like that, I could understand if you go with one or two buddies, but it's just like randomly, like I'm gonna go check this out. No. Listen, I wouldn't go mind checking out a ruin as long as it doesn't have roofs and dark hallways to go down. I'll check it out because I've checked out ruins before, like old forts and stuff. But they didn't have a roof on them. There was always a means of escape. You understand? Because you never know what's in there, man, beast, or ghost.
I featured Kyle Anthony on the channel previously. One day he heard banging coming from his attic door, so he went inside and discovered a box with a doll and other creepy contents.
I finally go through the contents of the box after I found the doll, and there's a journal in there, along with a bunch of little, like a marble and just some change and a bunch of dirt and probably mouse poop and stuff. It's nasty. But the journal is weird. The journal is extremely, extremely weird. It's filled with a bunch of creepy drawings and some kind of code that's just a bunch of numbers.
After retrieving the box and analyzing the contents, he discovers a journal full of bizarre images and numbers. However, after uncovering the box, the activity didn't stop. On another day, he begins to hear something coming from the attic door once again.
Alright, for any of y'all who don't believe that this is real, then I'm just making it up. I'm about to prove it to you.
I would be like this. That bad boy, you better have some kind of dying on you, bro. Because a human being could be doing that magic. Dude, why you think it's so much? I'd be running up that sucker.
Alright.
I hate attics. I hate attics and I hate basements.
There's nothing up here.
There's something up.
There's nothing up here.
There's nothing.
Told you.
Loud banging can be heard, but as he goes inside the attic, there's nothing there. The next day, he manages to decode 2 pages of the journal with the help of a viewer.
But the main thing I wanted to talk about was this guy in the comments. I showed y'all this journal, and he apparently decoded this page. According to him, it says something like, sewing kit, because doctor says I need a little hobby because my Shelly doll is not alive. Are you Shelly? What in the hell's going on? And look at this. Look at this. This is freaking creepy. Well, who did this? It's burnt. And what's going on? I don't even want to mess with this thing. Yesterday, I decoded the first page. I'll put that on the screen now. And now I'll put the translation. That's really weird, isn't it? It says Shelly. Second time, the journal has said Shelly, Shelly. Ring the bell. Flames of hell. What does that mean?
The messages seem to be focused on the doll, Shelly, who is missing its eyes. A few days later, he starts hearing knocking coming from downstairs somewhere around his house.
Shelly's
It's
waking
happening
up.
again. I can hear it again. I know. I'll be right back.
Oh, he doesn't live alone. Glad Shelly is waking up.
It's happening again. I can hear it.
Come
Y'all hear it too?
and play.
Is it coming from the floor?
There's a cat. Okay,
Where's
the
it coming?
cat's
I can't tell where it's coming from.
the cat's oh the cat doesn't seem to be concerned.
I can't tell where it's coming from.
His cats seem to be curious too, looking
Yeah.
around for where the sound is coming from. Eventually, he discovers a crawl space on the side of his house. As he enters, this happens.
Let's go. And everybody's talking about my crawl space being weird. I don't know. That's the basement. Basement wall. I don't know.
He's got a basement
I
and
don't
an
know what's
attic.
going on. I didn't build it.
He's got a
And that's a
basement
fucking, that's a can, I guess. I don't know. RC Cola.
somebody
Royal
living
Crown
on
Cola. All
somebody
right.
living on their home skillet.
That's what I was talking about. It wasn't no insulation what I was talking about. I was talking about that little thing there. It's like a little heart-shaped box.
That little fun bar. He keeps finding boxes, dude.
Gosh dang.
Get you a
It's
bowl of that priest. Bring in the father.
That's it right there. Can you just be empty? Can you just be empty?
Shelly's eyes. Shelly's bubble clot eyes.
Deep in the crawl space, he finds a pair of eyes, which clearly seem to belong to the doll, Shelly. After all this, he decides to just put everything back in the box and leave it in the attic how he found it.
Shelly
But this time, he
upstairs.
sets up a security camera in the attic watching it,
downstairs.
and after some time, it captures this. The box vibrates and moves all on its own, even though there's nothing else up there. Later on, he starts to hear something creepy coming from his basement.
I'm hearing a little kid laughing in the basement, and I do not have children. This is freaking me out.
And bloody cats, man.
Yeah, you do hear it too? Go. Move.
How many bumper
I'll try to go down
cats do
there.
you have? I'm trying to go down there.
God, let's see if we hear it. Goodness gracious. Shit. Do you hear that? Oh my God, that's freaky. I don't have children. And I'm home alone. My fiance just went with her sister to the mall. Don't hear it anymore now.
They disturb them, bro. They were
Goodness
playing.
gracious.
What sounds like a kid laughing is heard coming from down in the basement.
Goodness gracious. Shit.
Kyle has no idea what's going on in the house or what he's meant to do with the strange items in the box. You can check out more updates over on his page, but until we get some more answers, this one remains a mystery. If you have any
Shelly's owner be chilling. Who take out the eyes, huh? Check to see if there's a serial unaliver that was born in your house. Because once they mutate in dolls, then they move on to pets, then they move on to, you know? You better check that. You better check that horse's history, home skillet. And you know, why you all going, what's going on? What's going on? Listen, there's a Catholic church 1 block down the street. If I hear anything in here, I'm going, hey, I'm a born again Catholic. Or should I say I'm a recovering Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I'll become a Catholic again. I'm going straight there and saying, Father, there's something in my house. I need some holy water, homeboy. So you bring your ordained self down here and ordain those bad boys out.
video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com or tag us on TikTok at depthsofdespairyt. In the basement.
Another basement, but
The following video comes from a man named Robbie. One night, while Robbie was alone at home, he started hearing knocking coming from the front door. And as he goes to open it, this happens.
Hello? Whoa.
You just let them in.
When he
Oh,
opened the
skillet.
door, there was nobody there, but a strange sound seems to follow into his house at that moment. A few days later, he would hear strange noises that seemed to be coming from his basement. But as he checked multiple times, he never found anything there. The activity seems to be getting worse, so much so that his wife temporarily had to leave and stay at a relative's house.
She
So he
abandoned his
decided to set up
bumper
motion
table.
detection cameras in the basement to see
Wife
what
have the
they
right
capture.
idea.
Late one night, the camera captures this.
About ready to go to bed, and this keeps going off. That's the motion detector in the crawl space. I am scared to death to watch the footage from the camera down there. But we gotta do it.
A dark figure suddenly peeks its head through a gap in the pillars, and then strangely the camera knocks over by itself at the same time. The very next day, after reviewing the camera footage, he goes down into the basement to check for himself what's lurking down there when something chilling happens.
I've been putting this off all day, but it's about to get dark soon, so we need to go down there.
Get some buddies to go down there with you. Why the bumbo clat you going down there by yourself? That's why people
This is
think
the last thing that I want to do, but I don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Okay, right over there is where I saw the thing. What was that?
Why don't you get some friends? Okay. I missed it. Let's run it back.
This is the last thing that I want to do, but I don't really have a choice. Okay, right over there is where I saw the thing. What was that?
Okay, how come you think the grab his foot? Yeah. No, you let it in. You keep opening
The dark
bubble
figure
clat.
quickly scurries across the basement, scaring Robbie out of there. Then it tries to open the hatch. And shortly after, aggressive knocking is heard at the door. But he finds nobody there. Real ghost or not, I'll let you be the judge. The voice. A mother was standing in her daughter's room texting a realtor about a house she planned on buying. She didn't notice anything at the time, but later while reviewing the nanny cam, she watched her daughter waving to the camera, thinking it looked adorable, when all of a sudden she heard something creepy. She explains that this isn't the first time paranormal incidents have happened in this house, and that things have been happening ever since she was pregnant. This is what she caught. Deep breathing can be heard, and then a voice saying the words, "Help me," over and over again. She explains that the camera wasn't hacked, as she would have heard the speaker activate, and would have been notified as her account has two-factor authentication. So just what is crying out for help? You judge. But if you want to see a security guard hide from...
Wow. Yeah, you know, I tell you something. The reason why a lot of, especially the not the one with the baby, but the one before with the guy going into the crawl space, the reason why it seems so conjured up, I was trying to find out what it seems so conjured up, is because they never really go get help to fix the situation. Excuse me, I don't care if you're not very religious when something like that happening. The first thing you think of is a priest or some kind of a holy man. Some kind of person who said they could do seance, something. You know what I'm saying? You don't go down there, take a flashlight, and if you see that thing on the camera, why are you going down there? The first thing I'll call if I see that is, I'm calling animal control. See what the vibe is down there, you understand? And if that doesn't work, get a priest or something, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like going, what's good? And number two, why, when he saw it and he was climbing out, it's not like he just jumped out. I mean, he put the camera down, then he pulled himself up. Why didn't the thing grab his leg? You would think the thing would grab his leg. Instead of grabbing his leg, he's trying to open it with him on top of it. You understand what I'm saying? You know, there's just holes in that vibe, man. It just seems like it's some kind of a setup. That's all I gotta say about that, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you like the dark, this is a place for you. So, you know what to do.